Quinton Williams, and I'm chair of the Department of Physics and Astronomy. And I have been tapped on the shoulder, or head over the head and the back of the head, to chair the COAS Strategic Planning Taskforce. So this is something that Dean Patterson has gone out and thought about and realized that, of course, as we all know, without vision, the people perish. And the college is in bad need of a strategic plan. So what he's done is to organize and put together this task force to work on the issues that will have us better prepared to deal with the forward movement of Howard University and advancement of this university and the college in a way that will be sustainable for the institution and for COAS. So what I want to do is just give a few introductions before I bring the dean up to talk about his vision and to also present some goals and objectives for this task force. Now, I can't call everyone by name, but I do want to recognize the people who've been putting in a lot of hard work. We've been meeting 2 times per week, an hour and a half in a lot of cases. And this is the Strategic Planning Task Force. I'd like to have members of that task force to stand as we represent the various divisions, because this is something that's supposed to be put together for the Division of Humanities, so we can, humanities people, the Division of Social Sciences, so you can recognize your representatives, the Division of Natural Sciences, so I'm one of those individuals, and I have someone else here. We also have staff members who are part of the task force, so if you can stand or raise your hand to be recognized. Okay, in the back here. We have students, so can we have students? Okay, they're right there. We also have administrators. Of course, our dean is on this, but I know he likes to refer to himself as a faculty member. You're on the dark side now. But I think we have a really good representation of the college. We also have alumni. So, alumni who's here. And there are other stakeholders, friends of COAS, who are also part of this. So if I didn't call a group, please charge it to my head and not to my heart. So it's a very good broad cross-section of the college. You're going to hear from Dr. Kimberly Jeffries Leonard, who is the facilitator that is working with the Strategic Planning Task Force, and she's going to lead us through the discussion topics of the day. Dr. Leonard is actually a product of Howard University. She is a daughter of this fine institution. She did her doctorate in psychology and also a postdoc in the Cancer Center here. She's an amazing woman who has worked out in the private industry with government. She's an entrepreneur, and she does strategic planning for government organizations. She works throughout the city of DC and other private institutions and things that you know of. So she's going to talk more about her background. But she brings all of that executive experience and just experience from working in this capacity to this task force, and it's something that we really appreciate as well. So before I bring the dean up, I want to just share a poem with you that I was reminded of when I kind of reflected and thought about this process. It's about Japanese wood carver. So once there was a wood carver, a master wood carver, who put together and carved this bell stand, and it was so beautiful until people thought that the spirits had done it. So when the prince saw it, the prince asked the master wood carver, you know, how did you do this? So the wood carver said, I am just a worker. But I will tell you what I did to accomplish this. So he said, first, I let myself forget about all of the day-to-day affairs, the toils of the day for about, you know, a week's period, a 4-week period to clear my mind. Then I fasted for about 4 days to steady my heart. And finally, a few more days went by for me to just forget about the praise and adulation and all of those things that might come from doing this. Once all of that was done, then I went out into the forest and walked and saw the tree where the bell stand presented itself to me. Without doubt, it was there. And then I just brought it out of the tree. So I say that poem because I see that's what Dean Patterson is doing. He's gone out, he's thought about it, he started in July, and he's given great thought about what can COAS be. And he reminded us of the problems that this fine institution used to work on that was so relevant to society. We all know that we are faculty members here, staff, part of the organization, of an institution that has made a tremendous impact on American society, and I would even say global society. We are part of that lineage, and I'm amazed at the people who came before us and even the colleagues that are here today. All of you are just great in your own individual capacities, and we have a great responsibility that lies upon us to actually ensure that this university continues to produce and provide the service that it has provided in all of the years past. So we're here to develop or help develop this strategic plan. It's not my plan, it's really not even the dean's plan himself, but it's our plan as he keeps iterating. Today is the first start of that journey with the public in the sense of gathering your input. So this is an information gathering type of a session, more or less. We want to hear your views and your thoughts and get your input as we go through this portal face-to-face. We also have an online survey portal. We also have students that are putting things out to ask other students to take the survey. All of that input will be taken and synthesized by the task force. We're starting to do some of that now with initial data, and some of that will be presented to you today, but we will seek more. So we're here really to capture some of that intellectual horsepower that you all have. So without any further ado, I'm going to bring Dean Patterson up so he can talk to us about what this vision is.
As a result of having attended the program, and the story about the woodcarvers is like an example of some of that, and more what you're going to hear later today. I did a couple of smart things. One was that appointing Dr. Williams to chair this, we came in together as chair in Howard in 2014, we're part of that class. And also we then worked as well on what we call the kitchen cabinet. And the kitchen cabinet that led to some new programs like the Summer Writing Academy and also the Chair's Leadership Academy. It came out of the work that Dr. Williams and I and a couple of other colleagues put together. And it impressed me a heck of a lot there, being just very, very thoughtful and very serious, as you have witnessed here today, and as other members of the task force have begun to see as well. So I said, there's no better person to chair this, to help the transformation of the college than Dr. Williams. And then also, I'm very delighted that I went to Dr. DeBroy, and I know that I was casted about trying to find somebody external to Howard to help us facilitate our strategic planning process. And she immediately recommended Dr. Jeffers Leonard. And so went back and forth, and I went to Dr. DeBroy and said, thank you, profusely for recommending her. And again, she's smart, and she's warm and very experienced, and is helping us mightily in doing that. So those two collectively is like one smart thing. The other smart thing then, the last one, I don't do a lot of smart things in life, so I can enumerate them. The other one was to select from the big number of candidates. Some volunteered, and other ones were nominated by others, of the individuals that we have from the humanities and the natural sciences and the social sciences. This is a really hard-working group, and they seem to enjoy one another's company also. And so I think that contributes to the success of the strategic planning team. So I'll say today, I'm going to say, as long as anybody will listen. And even if you don't listen, I'm still going to say it. So I want everybody to know what it is that I'm trying to do as dean. I'm trying to improve help preside over and help, instigate and preside over operational improvements within the college. That is, I want students, faculty, and staff to be more successful and to enjoy the experience as they pursue success here at Howard. Obviously, for students, first and foremost, is graduating on time to significantly increase the 4-year graduation rate. Forget 6-year graduation rate. People can use that statistic. 4-year graduation rate. That's what we're after. We want to significantly enhance that. I'm going to do all that we can possibly do to make that happen. And again, we want them to enjoy the experience of pursuing that graduation as well in 4 years. Or less. People always remind me, or less, which it could be done. Because students are also trying to get the 50%, what they call it, 50% rebate. You graduate on time, and so the last semester, it's 50% of that you get to keep after you move on to the next phase of your life. And the other thing that for faculty is scholarship. We're academics. We want to produce more creative works. We want to have more publications. We want to have more grants. And we want to be known for being a significant contributor to our field. And so we want to have faculty members to be more, successful in that regard. And again, to help them to be, to enjoy the journey and being more productive as a scholar. We want staff to experience more professional development opportunities. There hasn't really been any, as I've been able to see. So we're focusing on that process as well, so they can actually feel as though they're learning and growing professionally while they're contributing to student success and to faculty success as well. So that's the operational side I'm trying to work on. Trying to see to that the trains run on time. Then also repositioning the college as well. And doing that in just 2 ways. One is to have these research centers of excellence, to have a limited number of those that I won't determine, and not even the Strategic Task Force will determine exclusively, but again, we collectively will determine, and then we will marshal our resources to try and make that happen. And so that's for that. And then lastly, I guess I would say, and also the other one will be experiential learning. So one concentrated mostly on the faculty, the strategic, I should say the research centers of excellence. The students obviously to be involved with that. New courses will be created in association with those. Students will be learning more in the area of research and in those areas. But that's faculty concentrated, and then experiential learning is the student concentrated. So we want to have students have more opportunities for internships, for study abroad, for service learning, and for independent research as well. And as I mentioned to some colleagues in another forum yesterday, that inspired by partially, jealous in some other ways, but want to try to work on this as well. Colleagues at another university in Pennsylvania were nearly all their students do a study abroad. And then get this, over half of them do an internship abroad. I mean, it's just really amazing. So imagine the growth and opportunities that these students experience as a result of that. So we got to do, redouble our efforts to get many of our students to, again, take advantage of Washington, D.C., and to also then do more study abroad and more internships. And they were pointing out that when they cast the abroad experience as internships, they were able to get more students to sign up, as opposed to study abroad. Study abroad is more kind of loosey-goosey in their mind. Parents are like, well, that's a lot of money, and I don't know. But as an internship, you're going to work in institution XYZ, in another place. That is a lot. And the students that I should take, they're working in places like the South African Broadcasting Corporation, and for different ministries in South Africa and in Botswana. And again, they grew immeasurably as a result of that. should do a lot more of that here in college, and we will do a lot more of that. Just a couple more things is that we know that there are a lot of things that we can control and make happen within the college, and so we will do that very judiciously. And there are some things that all we can do is influence. We don't have control because there's a central administration, right? So we want to do everything that we can do to try and influence them to help us to succeed here like we're trying to in the college. Also want to remind you that the strategic planning process has absolutely nothing to do with the prioritization, activities that the university has been undergoing over the past 2 years now. Even if there were no prioritization, we will still have a strategic planning process underway. All right? So we don't want to confuse those. I guess lastly then, past, present, and prospects. So although we're trying to reposition the college, we're obviously going to remain true to our core values and to be mindful of the purpose of our existence here in the college. We won't ever lose sight of that as we reposition ourselves. But the thing is, though, is that we're simply not going to do, though, we're not going to engage in navel gazing at our problems. We're just going to focus instead on the North Star. So that our North Star will again be the collective centers of excellence and the experiential learning and the improving having operational improvements within the college. That's what we're going to focus on instead. So again, that's what I'm going to put out there over and over again, so you know what I'm trying to do. And you can also then hold me accountable. Say, Thomas, you've been at this job now since July. Where are the improvements, so to speak? Or next July, and then July after that. Because this isn't going to change in terms of what we're trying to accomplish. And again, you should be able to hold me accountable just like I should be able to hold you accountable. And that's to the benefit of all the Howard universities. All right, thank you.